Lince Dorado becomes #1 contender to the Cruiserweight title in Fatal 5-Way Noche de Los Grande. What happens when 5 of the most explosive cruiserweights put everything on the line for a championship opportunity? At Noche de Los Grande, speed met skill, strategy collided with chaos, and one superstar rose above the rest to claim the biggest victory of his recent career. Tonight, we're breaking down how Lince Dorado survived a thrilling Fatal 5-Way match and earned the right to challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship. Trust me, you don't want to miss a second of this story. Welcome to Stick Man. Professional wrestling is at its most exciting when careers can change in a single night. For cruiserweights, every opportunity matters. These athletes don't rely on sheer size or overwhelming strength. Instead, they depend on speed, precision, timing, creativity, and heart. That is exactly what made the Fatal 5-Way match at Noche de Los Grande such a compelling contest. 5 elite competitors entered the ring. Only one could leave as the official #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Winning meant stepping directly into the championship spotlight. Losing meant watching someone else take that opportunity. From the opening bell, the energy inside the arena was electric. Fans knew they were about to witness something special, and they weren't disappointed. Leading into Noche de Los Grande, the cruiserweight division was more competitive than ever. Several talented competitors had built momentum. Many believed they deserved a championship opportunity. Management decided there was only one way to settle the debate: a Fatal 5-Way match. No room for excuses. No room for controversy. Just 5 competitors battling for one prize. Among the participants was Lince Dorado, a competitor known for his athleticism, resilience, and incredible aerial ability. Despite his experience, many fans questioned whether he could overcome 4 dangerous opponents in one night. After all, Fatal 5-Way matches are unpredictable. You can dominate most of the match and still lose. You can be seconds away from victory only to have another competitor steal the spotlight. Every second matters. Every decision matters. Every mistake matters. And that reality made this contest even more fascinating. The moment the bell rang, chaos erupted. There was no feeling out process. No cautious opening exchanges. The competitors attacked immediately. The pace was incredible. Every superstar seemed determined to establish dominance. The action moved so quickly that momentum changed multiple times within minutes. One competitor would gain control. Seconds later another would launch an offensive attack and completely shift the balance. This is the unique challenge of multi-person matches. You aren't fighting one opponent. You're constantly aware of 4 different threats. While some competitors focused on aggressive attacks, others looked for opportunities to conserve energy and strike at the perfect moment. Lince Dorado appeared to understand this better than anyone. Rather than forcing every exchange, he picked his moments carefully. He remained patient. He remained focused. And most importantly, he remained dangerous. One of the most impressive aspects of Dorado's performance was his ring awareness. Throughout the match, he consistently found ways to avoid unnecessary damage while still remaining involved in key moments. His movement was sharp, his timing was precise, and his decision-making became increasingly important as the match progressed. Several times Dorado found himself in difficult situations. Opponents targeted him with high-impact offense. Near falls created moments of panic. The crowd reacted loudly as victory seemed to slip away. But Dorado never lost composure. That's the sign of an experienced competitor. When pressure increases, some athletes become desperate, others become smarter. Dorado became smarter. He adapted, he adjusted, and he continued searching for the opportunity that could change everything. As the contest entered its later stages, the intensity skyrocketed. Every competitor understood that the championship opportunity was within reach. The attacks became more aggressive. The risks became greater. Near falls became more dramatic. The audience could feel the tension building. At this point, nobody knew who would win. Every competitor had moments where victory seemed possible. Every competitor had sequences that brought fans to their feet. The beauty of the cruiserweight style was on full display. Athleticism, innovation, determination, heart. Everything that makes the division special was showcased throughout the match. Yet amid all the chaos, Lince Dorado continued positioning himself for success. He stayed patient. He stayed focused. And eventually, patience met opportunity. Then came the turning point. A chaotic exchange left multiple competitors vulnerable. The ring became a battlefield. Bodies were down. The crowd was standing. Everyone sensed that the finish was approaching. This was the moment every competitor had been waiting for. The moment that would determine who moved on to championship contention. Lince Dorado recognized the opening instantly. His awareness proved critical. While others focused on recovering from the damage they had absorbed, Dorado moved with purpose. He executed when it mattered most. He capitalized on the opportunity. And moments later, the referee completed the 3-count. The arena erupted. Lince Dorado had done it. Against 4 opponents. Against enormous pressure. Against incredible odds. He emerged victorious. Looking back at the match, several factors contributed to Dorado's success. First, his experience. He understood that survival is just as important as offense in a fatal 5-way environment. Second, his patience. Many competitors became increasingly desperate as the match progressed. Dorado remained composed. Third, his timing. Championship opportunities are often won by competitors who know exactly when to strike. Dorado's ability to identify the decisive moment ultimately separated him from the competition. This victory wasn't simply about athletic ability. It was about intelligence, preparation, discipline, and execution under pressure. Those qualities could become extremely important in a future title match. Now the conversation shifts to the Cruiserweight Championship. The champion has undoubtedly taken notice. Lince Dorado isn't entering the title picture by accident. He earned this opportunity. And his performance at Noche de Los Grande demonstrated exactly why he deserves it. The upcoming championship match has all the ingredients for something memorable. Dorado possesses momentum. He possesses confidence. And perhaps most importantly, he now possesses belief. Victories like this can transform careers. They can elevate competitors to entirely new levels. The question now becomes simple. Can Lince Dorado complete the journey? Can he turn a #1 contender victory into championship gold? Or will the champion find a way to stop his momentum? The wrestling world will be watching closely. Now we want to hear from you. Did Lince Dorado impress you in the fatal 5-way match? Do you believe he has what it takes to become the next Cruiserweight champion? Who do you think poses the biggest challenge for him moving forward? Drop your predictions in the comments section below. Let's get the conversation started. Noche de Los Grande delivered an unforgettable showcase of cruiserweight excellence. 5 competitors entered with championship dreams. Only one left with a guaranteed title opportunity. Lince Dorado overcame the odds, navigated the chaos, and captured a career-changing victory. His performance proved that experience, patience, and determination can overcome even the most difficult challenges. Now the road leads directly toward the Cruiserweight Championship, and the next chapter promises to be even more exciting. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to Stickman, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest wrestling news, match analysis, and championship updates. Share this video with fellow wrestling fans and join our growing community. Thank you for watching Stickman. Until next time, keep enjoying the action, keep supporting professional